Hey y'all, this is Fast Food Fred, and I'm talking today about VR pressing the menu button. You know, every controller has some kind of button that lets you access the menu. So you done press that button and whoa-de-do, you're gonna get yourself a tasty chunk. This is Fast Food Fred. Fast Food Fred. Hey y'all, Fast Food Fred again with a tasty chunk. Thank you for pushing that menu button right there. Have fun out on your adventures, and don't forget, we'll always be here with a tasty chunk when you need it.
Imagine if Job Simulator, a previous title by Alchemy Labs, had its content cut by 3/4, gave you a bit more movement, and was also based in a Rick and Morty episode. That's pretty much what virtual Rick-ality is. Unfortunately, it also keeps the asking price of $30.
Holy crap, Rick! You made a Morty clone, Rick!
Yeah, I know. I had to rearrange the entire garage to do it, Morty.
Job Simulator was a really great pack-in title for the HTC Vive. A bit expensive on its own for what it was, but it was one of the better VR launch titles out there because it gave you a variety of settings/jobs to choose from with accompanying objectives and hidden Easter eggs. The biggest issue with virtual Rick-ality is that while you do get a lot of that exploration and those Easter eggs are still there's not nearly as much to do here. The game is incredibly short because of this. That's not to say the game is all bad. If you're a fan of the show, you will recognize all the little collectibles and hidden Easter eggs around the environments. Unfortunately, you are primarily limited to one area, Rick's garage. You will occasionally be given the opportunity to go through a portal into a different environment. These environments are often much smaller, and as a result, your time spent in them is very brief, but they are a nice change of pace regardless.
Welcome to Space Clone Morty. You're pretty insignificant from up here, huh? Actually, you're just pretty insignificant in general.
You really only have 3 areas to teleport to while in Rick's garage, and finding collectibles can be fun, but you do feel closed off in these spaces. Even Job Simulator would often let you interact with things beyond your boundaries, like throwing an item at coworkers in a cubicle far away from you and getting a reaction from them in the office workplace mode. The game does throw in a few puzzles to keep it interesting. Sometimes it amounts to a fun game of Simon Says to charge a battery or looking around the environment to combine objects to feed a monster. This is all built upon the writing, which is spot on to the show and very funny. Like Accounting and Job Simulator before it, virtual Rick-ality has a good sense of humor. It has a lot of environmental gags that are usually referencing an episode of the show. You don't have to be into the show to get every joke here, but it is recommended to watch a season or 2 to get the most out of the game. As you progress through the story, you encounter more scripted jokes and sometimes both the environmental gags that you discovered by yourself and the scripted, objective-based ones mixed together. Some of them are pretty well done. For example, there's a running joke in the show involving the mom and how she drinks way too much. This is highlighted when you're in the family bathroom and moving the tank cover off the toilet. In the tank, you find a large bottle of wine, of which you need to pour back into the tank in order to flush the toilet, which has a plunger inside of it that's attached to an alien device that Rick told you to bring with you through the portal you entered to get to the bathroom in the first place. This all sounds really crazy when you put it into words. Despite highlights like this in the game, there's a lot of things that bring it down. For example, the performance. While my VR rig with an R9 380 and a 4690K isn't exactly cutting edge, it still mops the floor with every VR game I've tested on it. Except this one. The frame rate is very inconsistent in Rick's garage, and other areas also drop hard. So as for my conclusion, if you're a fan of the show, you will enjoy the game, and even more so if you like Job Simulator with its great environmental problem solving and Easter eggs all wrapped up in a great sense of humor. But you might not enjoy the monetary investment of $30 for about 2 hours worth of content that has little to no replay value. It feels like the remains of Job Simulator on the cutting room floor. Wait for a price drop. Until then, give Accounting a shot. It's free, arguably funnier, and it's made by some of the same people. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm out.